Hey, what's up? Attorney Session here. Today, I am going to react to Code Blue Cam's man steals police badge, approaches teen saying he's working undercover. I'm going to lay a few ground rules here. At any point in time, if I say 5-0, that means cops. If I say any other words you may not know, please refer to Urban Dictionary. Okay, so let's start the video. I'm done talking for now.
On June 2nd, 2021, police were dispatched to a high school for a reported stolen vehicle in Racine, Wisconsin. Upon arrival, officers spoke with a retired Racine police officer who said his car was taken by an unknown man, which also contained his keys and wallet. Among the items in his wallet was his retired police department badge. The retired officer retrieved a still image from the school's video surveillance. Officers reviewed it and relayed the information to other officers working the road. A few minutes later, dispatch advised officers had detained Charles. The officer who spotted Charles saw him reaching into another vehicle before getting in. There was also another man inside the vehicle. The man told police that he was sleeping in the back seat when he woke up to Charles in the front seat.
Okay. Who sleeps in the back of their car in the middle of a neighborhood and doesn't notice when a guy gets into the passenger? Okay, whatever. They're in Wisconsin.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi. So the reason why I'm here today is because we had a couple people calling saying that a man matching your description was walking up and down the cars and telling them they're an undercover officer.
I'm not an officer.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license on you?
I don't, but I'm just in here. This is a buddy of mine. He was going to give me a ride home. That was it. I stopped here. He was going to give me a ride home. Somebody took me from my bus stop, and that was all I know. I didn't break in nobody's cars. I don't have nothing on me that shows anything of that. I didn't do nothing.
All right, is this your vehicle?
No, that's his vehicle. He's sleeping here. It's his vehicle.
All right.
All I know is I didn't break in nobody's. You could search my
Here, do me a favor and just step out of the car right now, okay?
Yeah, all he knows is something else.
Yes.
All right. Do you got anything on you?
Nothing.
Do you mind if I pat you down? Just check real quick.
Just some money, yep.
Okay, so you probably heard before, if a police officer is gonna stop and detain you for questioning, they need reasonable suspicion that a crime is taking place or a crime has already taken place. What reasonable suspicion is just a little more than a hunch that crime is going on. Kind of weird, right? It's a hunch. There's a little hunch. Here, over dispatch, the police were given the man's description and was told that he was in a stolen car with a description of the car and that he had stolen property on him. I would say this constitutes enough reasonable suspicion that the man was committing a crime. So they can question his butt.
All right, let's turn around.
Yep, just money.
Okay, what's this?
I'll tell you right here, hold on. Okay, this is money. Okay, this is money.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, you can keep that on you. That's fine.
Yeah, somebody tried to rob me, and all I tried to do was get away.
All he tried to do is get away. He just wanted to get away. Okay, so we just discussed whether or not the cop had reasonable suspicion to stop and detain and question the man. So now here comes the pat down, or otherwise known as the frisk. Okay, so in order for 5-0 to conduct a pat down or a frisk, they need some type of evidence that the suspect has a weapon, or they can get consent. Like I said, there's no evidence that the suspect has a weapon on him or anything, but none of that matters because the cops got consent. They asked the man, hey, do you mind if I pat you down? And he said, yeah, go ahead.
All I did was try to ask him for help.
We'll get to that in a second. So let's start off. Let me have your last name.
Yes.
Is that a hyphen or is that just one?
Hold on.
You can calm down, man. It's
What are you doing?
Yeah, I didn't do nothing wrong, dude. I don't even know what this is. This is from this window.
That came out of your pocket though.
It didn't come out of my pocket. Here, set it on the car. Look, I ain't got nothing on my pocket.
Hey, do me a favor, just turn around.
Yep.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, wow.
You guys are taking me to jail. I didn't do nothing wrong.
That's all right. Now we're just detaining you pending further investigation.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing wrong, dude.
Okay, they just placed the man in handcuffs and said they were detaining him pending further investigation. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that they can't place the man under arrest or place handcuffs on him without telling him why. However, for your listening pleasures, there are certain situations where the cops or the 5-0 can do this, and they are. 1, when executing a valid search warrant. Not the case here. 2, to protect the cop's safety. Probably not the case here. He didn't have a weapon on him. Or the third scenario, they might be afraid that the man is a flight risk. Bingo. How did 5-0 determine that the man was a flight risk? He didn't look like he was about to run. Certainly looks a little inebriated probably. But some courts have decided that there are certain factors that can help a cop determine whether or not an individual is about to take off running. 1, if the person is scanning the area looking for an exit. 2, if he's pacing back and forth. 3, trying to move away from the officers. 4, lying to the officers. Or 5, stretching your arms and legs as if you're about to get ready to take off running. I'm gonna go with 4. I'll bet my daughter's college tuition fund that it was the 4th one.
Well, I see a bunch of credit cards. Yeah. I see a bunch of, I see an ID that's clearly not yours. It's an ID of a female.
That's okay. I'll tell you exactly what happened. I was robbed, and I was put in a car, and I was shoved under the car, under my own everything. And all I could do was grab what I grabbed, and I took off, and that's what I got.
Under his own everything.
I didn't try to use that. That ain't mine. All I did was run.
I want to walk him down there so I can pick up this stuff. Huh? So, like how do you know him?
Oh, that's
I want my lottery. I want my lottery too.
And he just jumped, he walked in your car?
Yeah, we reached the window. I'm like, hey, what you doing, man?
All right, I'm going to get your information too, okay? Just give me a sec.
I was robbed. Okay, yep.
How do you get robbed and then have more stuff on you?
What do you mean, more stuff on me?
Like stuff that's not yours?
Because I grabbed her. I was like, I'm going to find out who you are. Simple as that.
What about the cards that you threw from your pocket that you threw into the car?
Yeah, those were all theirs.
No, there was more that you threw in.
Yeah, take me to jail. Lock me up, put me in prison for the rest of my life. Get you saving my life, you know? Save my life.
Watch your head.
All right.
Okay, at this point, we're all thinking the same thing. The man was placed in handcuffs and thrown in the back of a paddy wagon and seemingly is under arrest. The cops are questioning him and he has not been read his Miranda rights. Firstly, what are Miranda warnings? Simply put, it's a rule of law taken from the landmark case Miranda v. Arizona, which compels law enforcement to inform suspects upon arrest about the following rights that they have. You have a right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, you ain't got no ducats, one will be provided for you free of charge. And just so you know, the only thing not having these rights read to you protects you against are testimonial confessions. What that means is you say something that makes you look guilty or sound guilty. So what happened here is that they handcuffed the man, placed him in a paddy wagon, and still didn't tell him that he was arrested. So was he under arrest or wasn't he under arrest? And if so, does Miranda apply to his case? Miranda applies when someone is under custodial interrogation by law enforcement. Custodial meaning that an objective person wouldn't feel that they can leave. He's handcuffed in the back of a paddy wagon. I'm pretty damn sure he doesn't think he can leave. And interrogation meaning that the 5-0 are questioning the man to try to elicit a criminal response. I'm sure that they're trying to elicit a criminal response. They just asked the man, why does he have stuff on him that doesn't belong to him? And that pretty much is telling the man that they are trying to get him to confess to stealing some stuff.
Saved my life. That's all I gotta say. Because these people are trying to kill me.
Wait a second. My guy said they're trying to kill him. He sounded like R. Kelly. Come on and bring my hand. Come on and bring my hand. Enough of that. Dude in jail.
They're trying to kill me, you hear me?
Who's they?
I don't know. Somebody grabbed me and put me in their car and said I owed them money.
Where was this?
All I was doing was walking, and they grabbed me and put me in the car, and I grabbed all in the person. I ran out of the car, and all I know is that that's all.
So this is his car, the guy who's in the back seat?
He's homeless. Yeah, he's homeless. I asked him for help. He just asked me for help. I didn't do anything wrong. That guy in the car right there?
Yeah.
I think he was part of it because he pulled up on me and said, hey, can I help you?
All right, what's your first name?
Charles. I'm on paper and I'm a little intoxicated, but that's about it. These people tried to rob me. Somebody else put a gun in my head and pulled me in their car.
Stop talking.
Get some help.
Because nothing else in that car is mine. I don't know what's in this car. All I know
You got your concealed carry on you right now? It's fine if you do.
That's not mine.
So they're asking the other gentleman in the car who was in the back seat of the car asleep in Wisconsin about a concealed carry. Just as a side note, some states that cops can ask that question and you don't have to answer. Some states you have to answer. So just know that if you ever run into that situation.
This isn't your this.
No, yeah, they fell out of.
Okay, I thought they were giving this.
Somewhere.
Oh, that's fine. No, I was gonna say if you had it on you, just don't reach for it. But so you were asleep in your car, and this guy that you don't know, correct? Kind of walked up, and then what happened?
He got in my car, and he just went to sleep, and I stayed asleep.
Got rough. Something about a heroin bust, and started showing me a badge. A whole bunch of that nonsense around.
You said he showed you a badge?
Yeah.
Hey, you Licky, did you search him? Did you find like a badge on him?
That's where the cop impersonation thing comes in, getting interesting.
I didn't do anything wrong. All that was because I grabbed it from the lady's hand.
So the original guy in the car said he showed him a badge. Full disclaimer, I am not licensed to practice law in the state of Wisconsin. However, here is what Wisconsin law says about impersonating a police officer. Whoever impersonates a peace officer with the intent to have people think that he is actually a peace officer is guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. There it is.
Do you have anything left in your pockets?
I mean, I honestly don't know what I have in my pockets. All I know is that guy said that he was homeless and he was going to give me a ride, and that was it. Got money in my pocket, and that's it.
Why you carry on this much change for?
That's because that's all I got is change. I've been saving change. Can you do me a favor and call my mom, please?
Not right now.
I want you to call his mama. Hey, dog, call my mama.
Why are you guys apprehending me when I was robbed?
Because we still have to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. That guy stopped me, and guess what? And I said, if you're a cop, then help me, because I was just robbed.
This vaguely reminds me of the confessionals I used to have when I was in college.
I'll sit here quietly. I committed no crime. That guy told me he was a cop, and he showed me a badge.
Hey, that guy told me he's an officer. No, that guy told me he's an officer. No, that guy told me he's an officer. Who you gonna believe here? The guy in Wisconsin who's sleeping in the back of his car, or the guy in handcuffs in the back of a paddy wagon?
Why were you sitting in his driver's seat?
Because he was in the back seat sleeping.
So you just get into some random guy's car?
No, he asked me if I needed help, and he said, yeah, step in.
Now notice what's going on here. They're continuing to question the man, and he still hasn't been read his rights, but he's under custodial interrogation.
But I just want to reconfirm. So he walked up, you were sleeping, then he said, I was robbed, then also showed you an ID, a badge of some sort, and said that he was an undercover cop and not to call the police.
Yeah.
And then he got into your car?
Yeah.
And then what was he trying to start the car?
Well, he wanted me to take him home. He just was asking a bunch of stuff, like,
He was
do you have a phone? And I'm like, well, you know, who is this guy?
Yeah.
He wanted me to take him home. He wanted me to call this obscure number. And
Okay. And you didn't do any of that, right? But
he wanted me to call the number.
Oh, okay.
So at least I knew a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
Okay, so look, if I fall asleep in the back of my car and I wake up and somebody's sitting in the front seat and they ask me to take them home, there's no debate. There's no debate. I am not going to be the good Samaritan and take them home. Get your butt out of my car.
Did you find that in my pocket?
We found it in all the stuff that fell out of your pocket.
The guy in the back seat threw out your window. If that was all, if you saying that was all me, no, that all came out the back window of that car. I didn't do shit.
I wonder if that's the retired guy that, wasn't there a car?
201 dispatch. Copy. This person was in possession of Racine Police ID.
And
Please read my Miranda rights and talk to me.
No, I'm going to wait for the officer.
I hope you guys give me a life sentence.
Dog, it's been 13 minutes and 51 seconds that you've been talking to him. 10 minutes since he's been in cuffs and you've been talking to him. So now all of a sudden you don't want to talk to him until you read him his rights?
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right.
Hey, my name's Officer Brady. How are you?
I'm good.
You're
I
good?
was robbed, yeah.
I'm sorry?
I was robbed.
You were robbed?
Yeah.
Let me get your first name real quick just so I can address you by your name, okay?
My name's Charlie, but I'm sure you already know my name.
I don't know your name. That's why I just showed up. I haven't been here the entire time, so give me a second to catch up, okay? Let me open this door so I can talk to you, all right, buddy?
Yeah, because I was robbed.
Okay, hang
I
on a
was
second.
taking that gunpoint.
Well, hang on. Let me get your first name first.
You know my name already, dude.
I don't know your name, sir. I've never
My
met
name's
you.
Charles. I'm not going to disrespect you. I don't know you.
C-H-A-R-L-E-S?
Charles.
So,
That guy told me he was a cop.
Well, hang on a second. Well, let's back. What do you mean you got robbed? Tell me about that.
Now you guys want to whisper. I'm not going to say nothing. Give me a lawyer.
Okay.
Give me a lawyer.
Okay. Well,
Whoa. Wait. 1 second. He just asked for a lawyer. He just asked for a lawyer. Normally, after giving Miranda warnings, if the suspect or defendant asks for a lawyer, all questioning from the 5-0 must cease immediately. But here's the deal. He wasn't read his rights, even though he's under custodial interrogation or arrest. Still, if I were them, I would probably stop questioning him after he asked for a lawyer and get that man a lawyer.
Well, here's the deal. I'm going to Mirandize you real fast. You don't have to say anything to me.
Yeah, you have the right
There
to
it
remain
is.
silent.
Bingo.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to have an attorney. If attorney's not present, but you can't afford a I'll give you one.
God,
Give me an attorney.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell you that, okay?
Yeah.
So you have the right to
I
remain
didn't
silent.
do nothing. I was robbed.
No, and that's fine. But
I'll go to trial.
that's fine. You have the right to remain silent.
Yep.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law.
Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law.
Can you let me tell you?
Yeah.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be given to you free of charge. You have the right to have an attorney present before and during questioning. If you start questioning, you can stop at any point if you'd like to.
Yeah. Give me an attorney.
Do you understand your Miranda rights?
If I'm not going to jail, give me an attorney.
If you're not
Ask for an
going to
attorney
jail.
If I'm going to jail, give me an attorney. If I'm not
Ask
going
for
to
an
jail,
attorney
hang up.
again.
Mr. Kirkpatrick, I haven't even got that far, sir.
Yeah, if you're going to take me to jail, give me an attorney. If not, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Okay, I just showed.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He wants an attorney.
They said you got me on video.
I believe I have a picture of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's what I would like to get at.
Yeah.
But I don't know the whole situation because there's a lot going on in the city right now.
Yeah.
And I was on another call and was sent here to talk to you.
If I'm going to go to jail, I want a lawyer.
A lot going on in the city. What the hell does that have to do with me if I'm Charlie?
Where were you at today before they got you? Like, I guess I'm confused at how, if you live on Center Street, how did you get all the way over here?
I walked because I got robbed. I just got let go right. I don't even know where I'm at. All I know is I got away and I seen a guy in the backseat sleeping and I asked him for help and he let me in and he told me he was a police officer. That's all I know.
He told you he was a police officer?
He told me he was a police officer and he was homeless.
Okay. So you don't want to speak to me without an attorney present, though?
If I'm going to jail, I don't want to talk without an attorney. If I'm not going to jail, I'll tell you anything.
At this point, I don't have any reason to take you to jail.
Yeah.
But I want to, before we ask any questions, I want to know, are you willing to speak to me without an attorney present?
He says, before we ask you any questions, are you willing to speak to me without an attorney present? You've been questioning Charlie for 17 minutes. 17 minutes.
As long as I'm not going to jail, yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay, well, we're sitting right here. We're not going to jail right now, okay? We're just having a conversation.
Can you give me a drink of water and sit me on the fucking curb and give me some fresh air?
If I had a bottle of water, I'd give it to you, buddy.
Check on me, dude.
You know, I'm starting to like Charlie. You know, he's negotiating the terms of his testimonial surrender, and it's quite endearing. But he needs to shut his mouth.
I'm intoxicated and I just don't want to be in this car.
How am I going to get you a drink of water, sir?
Just give me a drink.
He just told him he was intoxicated. Charlie, please stop talking. Please stop talking, Charlie.
Water.
I don't have a bottle. I'd give it to you, bro.
Can you call Popeyes and have them bring me one? I'm not even going to sit here and tell you.
Now, I am totally a Charlie, not supporter. I'm lying. But Charlie just asked for Popeyes, did he? He asked for Popeyes? Love that. Okay, this is not an advertisement for Popeyes, but don't you even go there. Don't you go there with the black reference with the fried chicken and stuff. No, I just like Popeyes. Did he even say that?
Bro.
Can you call Popeyes and have them bring me one?
Okay, he did say Popeyes. So he wants a bottle of water from Popeyes of all places. So you can't just go to Popeyes and get a bottle of water without getting an 8-piece mixed spicy with 2 jalapenos, a large red beans and rice, and 4 biscuits. Just saying. Okay, I confirm the stereotype.
Here's the deal, buddy.
Yeah.
I looked at the video. It's definitely you getting inside the truck and taking the gentleman's truck. So here's the deal.
Truck?
The blue truck that you stole from the high school.
What truck? I didn't steal no truck.
What truck? The blue truck that you stole from the high school. Questioning the man to elicit a criminal response after the man just told you he wants an attorney. Get him out of there. Get him an attorney. Stop questioning him.
Yeah.
They have you on video walking into the parking lot, getting into the truck, and driving out of the parking lot with the truck.
Okay, where's the truck?
Listen, under Wisconsin state statutes, they permit us to have a lesser charge if we locate the vehicle. If we don't locate the vehicle, it's a higher charge. So what I'm asking of you is for you
Can you open this door up, please?
It's for you to tell me where the truck is.
I'll talk to you before this door's open. I'm not going to talk to you.
Are they plea bargaining with Charlie as he's sitting in the back of a paddy wagon, handcuffed?
So if you tell me where the truck is, I'll be happy.
What's the lesser charge?
A misdemeanor.
Give me the misdemeanor.
Well, I need to know where the truck is.
It seems as if they are plea bargaining. I didn't think that could take place unless Charlie was formally charged and the prosecutor was a part of that conversation with Charlie's attorney that he already asked for.
The paperwork that we fill out is at the Racine County Jail. I don't have any paperwork to fill out right now.
You tell me I'm going to get charged with a misdemeanor only, and I'll tell you where the truck is.
If you tell me where the truck is, it's not damaged and it's returned.
Yeah.
And it's a
I
less.
thought it was mine.
Oh, that's fine. I don't. Yeah. That's fine.
I'll tell you exactly where it's at.
So tell me where it's at. I can't just start driving randomly across the city, right?
Hold on a second. Let me just think. Okay, it's somewhere probably on. If I was in a car, I could probably tell you.
It's somewhere in this room.
I just want to know where it's at so I can charge you the lesser of the charge, buddy.
How do I know I'm getting charged with lesser charge?
Because I'm telling you that. Okay, so it's called OVOC, operating a vehicle without owner's consent. Okay. Under the OVOC statute.
How much is a carry in prison?
It's not even.
I got a repeater. What's a repeater?
You have an auto theft prior?
No, I have a criminal record. Anything charged I get with is a repeater. What's a repeater?
I'm not an attorney, Mr.
But you just tried to plea bargain with Charlie as if you were.
However, we have to find the vehicle. I have to be able to look at the vehicle.
And what if it happens to be your vehicle?
It's not my car, sir.
What's your name?
Officer Brady.
I'll be honest with you.
I don't own the truck.
I know you're Brady. I know who you are.
I don't know. I don't own the truck, sir. I can't.
You might not own the truck, but I know that you're Brady and you're a cop.
I am a cop, sir. Yes.
Yeah, and I know.
He said, I know that you're Brady and I know that you're a cop. I mean, because he could see that he's a cop and he just gave him his name, which is Brady. So I see what you're doing here, Charlie. I see what you're doing, buddy.
I seen an ID in that truck named Brady as a cop.
No, it doesn't say Brady.
That's the officer. Tell him to come here then.
He's the victim. You stole his truck.
I didn't steal it.
Okay, you drove his truck.
I thought it was mine and I got in it.
Well, you drove his truck, sir.
Okay, where's he at?
I don't know where he's at.
All right, open this back up.
Okay,
I'll honor that. I apologize for talking to you that way. I do.
All I care about.
Man, I apologize.
Well, thank you for your apologies,
Until
sir.
you give me a phone call to my mom and just let her know that I'm apprehended, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
So thank you, but the problem is the keys aren't in the truck.
They're on the ground somewhere. I threw them away.
Like you threw them in like a trash can?
I threw them in a dumpster.
Do you know where?
No, not a dumpster. I threw them in the sewer.
Charles was charged with misdemeanor counts of impersonating a police officer. 2 counts. Operating a vehicle without the owner's consent, receiving stolen property, and bail jumping. 4 counts. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of impersonating a police officer and operating a vehicle without the owner's consent. All other charges were dismissed.
So the takeaways from Charlie's interaction with the 5-0 is that 1, do not, I repeat, do not impersonate a police officer. 2, do not drive vehicles without the owner's consent. And 3, if you're under arrest, placed in cuffs, whether or not you read your Miranda warnings, it's probably a good idea not to say anything. You can ask for an attorney. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Again, I'm Attorney Session. If you like this video, please subscribe to the Attorneys React page and also check out these other fantastic videos from these other very brilliant attorneys.
Big verdict.